Hi guys, welcome to the channel. Thank you for joining me and thank you for your continued support. So we know that doctors don't always get things right. We know that very often they do work incredibly hard to try and get people a good diagnosis and try and get treatment to people, but sometimes it does fail. And unfortunately, in the case of Jess Brady, it failed really pretty badly, having gone to her GP over 20 times because of recurring symptoms. For her to be told that she was too young to get cancer and that it was nothing to worry about. Eventually ended up with stage 4 cancer and died shortly afterwards, which was a real shame and a real tragedy, really, when you think about it. She was such a bright young person as well. And so they've now brought in Jess's law, or Jess's rule, I should say. It's not a law. It's not going to be in law. It's simply a rule which they want GPs to follow. And basically what it means is that if someone presents themselves to their GP 3 times with the same condition and it's not being treated, or it's not improved or anything like that, then under Jess's rule, doctors are now being urged to think again and perhaps do further testing, or perhaps refer it on to a specialist, or perhaps get a second opinion from a colleague. Now, this is all designed to try and prevent things like this happening again. But of course, we all know that doctors are under pressure. We know that appointments are hard to come by. And so is this actually going to make a difference? Do you think that doctors are actually going to be able to implement something like Jess's rule? When you think that doctors very often don't see the same patient twice, and it's all done on the notes. And if a doctor doesn't read the notes properly, or is just very busy with what they're doing, they might not necessarily know how often someone's been to their surgery, although of course they should. But how is this actually going to work in practice? I'm wondering whether it's actually going to improve things. Hopefully it will. Hopefully this will be something that will spearhead the kind of treatment that people need if they have recurring symptoms. And hopefully by seeing things like this, and I think this is very much important for patients as well, to actually stand up and say, look, this isn't improving, I really want to have a second opinion, or I want you to have some more tests, just to kind of spell out what it is that they expect from their GP. I mean, it took Jess Brady to go to a private doctor for them to actually find out what was going on. So it's a real shame. I really hope that this Jess rule will help and will improve things for people who go to their GP. But let me know down in the comment section what you think. Do you think Jess rule will actually help? Do you think it will stop things like this from happening again? Or do you think there's simply too much pressure on the GP service that these sort of things will still get slip through the cracks? Let me know down in the comment section what you think. I'd love to hear your thoughts. Please do subscribe to help push the channel forward, and I'll see you next time.